Hi everyone, I'm Dan Modi, Chief Marketing Officer at Cardo System, and I am excited to welcome you to the world's premiere of our latest and best offering yet, the PACKTALK Black. This will also be a great opportunity to thank our global audience joining us from Asia Pacific, Europe, and America. Please note this is an interactive session. Feel free to use the comment function within the YouTube interface to ask a question and voice your opinion. But now, I'd like us to stop and go back in time to the genesis of the motorcycle Bluetooth industry. Why? Because we invented it. Cardo Systems, back in 2004, Cardo Systems, we were the first to introduce a Bluetooth motorcycle communicator to the riding community, the Scala Rider. But we didn't stop there. Since then, Cardo has driven the category forward through innovative technology and a host of world's first advancement, including the world's first built-in FM radio in 2005. 2 years later, we brought the world's first long-range Bluetooth intercom with the Q2. We better that in 2009, breaking the 1 mile barrier with the G4. And in 2012, we brought another world's first, this time the world's first music sharing over Bluetooth intercom. Now, every time we at Cardo, we think we did absolutely the best, we go back to the riding community and ask them a simple question. How can we do better? And the riding community replied, we want better intercom, more robust and easier to set up and work with. We want ease of use and we want great sound. So with that in mind, we went back to the drawing board. And in 2015, well, we pretty much changed everything. That year, Cardo introduced the world's first mesh communicator, the PACKTALK. It's unbelievable, it was 5 years ago, not this year. And we sold more than 500,000 of these PACKTALKs all around the world. In 2018, we bettered that with the world's first natural voice operation. So riders could keep their eyes on the road and the hands on the bar. Just say, hey Cardo, volume up. Hey Cardo, next track. Hey Cardo, battery status. In 2019, we brought on the third promise. We delivered it with a partnership with JBL, bringing the world's first premium sound by JBL. Now, I'm thrilled, and as a matter of fact, also a little excited, to announce a new high-end member to our blockbuster PACKTALK family, the all-new special edition PACKTALK Black. PACKTALK Black takes all the bells and whistles, industry-leading features that riders have rallied on with the PACKTALK Bold and the PACKTALK Slim, but it adds more with a sleek blackout design. The world's first 45 sound blasting, incredible sound by JBL speakers coming as standard inside the box, and a whopping 3 years warranty, extended warranty, so you could not just enjoy the look and the sound and features, but also keep the peace of mind that this thing will go on working forever and ever and ever. PACKTALK Black features also all the great features that users have become to rely on throughout the world, such as dynamic mesh communication, self-healing intercom that lets you focus on the ride rather than pairing up Bluetooth connections. 13 hours talk time in mesh, waterproof, natural voice operation, and a whole lot more. But enough of me jabbering, it's video time.
Hello, PACKTALK.
Hey Siri, call Jessica. Hey, Jessica? Yeah, hey, listen, tonight's not gonna work. Something just came up. Yeah, I appreciate your understanding. I'm really sorry. Alright, thanks, bye.
Hey Cardo, music on.
There you are, finally.
Dude, you have no idea. Solid night ride is all I need.
Sure you wouldn't rather be out with that new girl?
This is exactly what I needed right now.
Introducing PACKTALK Black from the innovators at Cardo Systems. unparalleled dynamic mesh communication technology, combined with superior audio thanks to the industry's first JBL 45mm speakers and an unprecedented 3-year warranty, all wrapped up in a sleek, blacked-out design.
Welcome back. PACKTALK Black is available now for pre-purchase for $389 at cardosystems.com. Shipment starts August 10th. And now, without further ado, I'd like to welcome our special guest for today. He is a motocross legend, an avid Cardo system user and ambassador. He has been using PACKTALK in motocross application to enhance rider-team communications during testing, practice, and racing situations. He's being interviewed by literally his next door neighbor, our very own brand manager, Tyler Bells. Will you please welcome Ricky Carmichael?
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Cardo, for having me on. This is very, very exciting. And man, just what an incredible product you guys have. A lot of fun. Makes traveling on motorcycles a lot of fun. And unfortunately for some, it comes at their expense, you know. We're giving our guys a hard time. But nevertheless, thank you for having me on.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for the intro. And Ricky, again, thank you for joining us with the new Black launch. So just jumping into it, you know, how did you first cross paths with Cardo? You know, like what was your first experience with Cardo and what were your thoughts on the product initially?
Well, my first experience of actually using it happened where I was able to use it on my helmet and talk with other riders was our ride to Sturgis last year. It was myself and 3 other riders. We picked some bikes up in Vegas at a dealership there and then rode to Sturgis to the rally. And that was my first experience with it. And we were probably 10, 15 miles outside of Vegas already. And I'm like, holy cow, this thing is so awesome. How well it works. We're just going back and forth and being able to communicate like that. So that was my first personal experience of using it and talking with other riders while we were actually riding. And from the moment that I realized, you know, like I said, 10, 15 minutes outside of town, I'm like, why haven't we been using this in a motorcycle racing platform a lot earlier? So it just how it works, how it functions, it's user friendly, it's easy, the quality of it, how you hear, I mean, across the board, it's a fantastic product, and it was a lot of fun. Now, I will say it came at the expense of one of our buddies on the ride. I mean, we were just hounding this guy, and it was almost like you were in a car. Yeah. You know, we were all 4 talking back and forth the whole time and just grinding on each other, you know, telling stories and giving each other a hard time, critiquing the riding style that our one buddy had. He's kind of a beginner rider, so he wasn't that. He needed to brush up on his skills, if you will. So yeah, I just knew instantly that this was a product that we all need to be using in the motorcycle racing form.
Man, that's awesome. And then at what point did you realize that, you know, you could use this at the goat farm in a motocross scenario, off-road? You know, like when did you, like, that light bulb go off for you?
Yeah, it was, you know, when we were on the ride, I'm like, oh my gosh, I could be using this at our RC universities, our camps that we do at the goat farm. And we did that this year. We had our camp, our prep camp that we did in the, what was it, in November, I believe it was, mid-November, leading up to the mini Olympics race in Gainesville. We had the campers come. Most of them were using Cardo, the PACKTALK. And what I liked about it was these riders were able to still ride, and I could talk to them and communicate to them while they were still riding. I could give them reminders where, I mean, from a time perspective, it really gave these riders a chance to be able to ride a lot longer. It helped me out from a coaching standpoint because I didn't have to pull guys over. And when each time, when you don't have the PACKTALK, you have to pull a guy over, communicate to him, talk to him, critique him on what he's doing with his riding. And while you're doing that, other guys are going through these sections that we would be working, like maybe it was a corner section. So it would be taking away from me being able to watch the guys, you know, going through the sections. Now with the PACKTALK, I can sit there. I had the headset, and the riders have the little PACKTALK on the side of their helmet, and their helmets are plumbed to be able to hear me. So as a rider would go through a corner, I would be able to critique him, like, okay, lean forward a little bit, get your leg up, whatever it might be, a little more gas, however it worked out, what that rider was doing. I could coach him while he was riding. I didn't have to stop him pulling over. You know, I didn't have to stop him, pull him over, bring him over, say, hey, this is what you need to do a little bit better. He would get through the corner. I would tell him what he needed to do, and he would keep kept going, where I could also watch the next guy coming through. Just made it so much more efficient. And that's when I got to use it in a coaching platform, which was it was a game changer. It surely was. And I don't know how that we haven't been using this a lot earlier. I mean, it just opens the doors to so many different things that you can do, and gives you a huge advantage from a coaching standpoint.
Yeah. So it added, basically what you're saying is it added a lot of value to the program that you offer, you know, these people that come and learn. Hey, Ricky, so we all really enjoy your broadcast, you know, with Monster Energy Supercross, and we think that, you know, your value to the program is, I mean, it's awesome. Like, as a motocross guy myself, I think it's amazing. What, you know, how's that been for you? You know, like doing the broadcasting, and especially this year with all the challenges.
Well, that's it's an incredible opportunity to talk about a sport that I love so much, that has given me tremendous opportunities for life after racing, and still being able to stay current in something that I love, and it's something that I'm very passionate about. I really feel like I made a lot of strides this year, no doubt. So it's great to work on the Monster Energy Supercross crew, some great people behind the scenes there, as well as the whole NBC crew. Definitely thankful for that opportunity, and want to continue to bring a lot to the broadcast, and share my experience with the viewers, and express to them what these riders are going through, what their thought process is in the moment, almost as if I had the helmet on. But I gotta tell you, man, just thinking about the broadcast, it would be so awesome to someday have these riders using the Cardo systems, so we can, you know, share it with the broadcast, or with the viewers of the broadcast. I think that they would like that. You think of other sports, other forms of motorsports, most of them use it. So I think it's bring another element to the broadcast that our viewers would really enjoy, to hear what goes on, to maybe hear that communication from the mechanic to the rider, or from the team manager to the mechanic, that eventually goes to the rider. So I think that there's a place for that. I think that eventually we will get there. We just got to keep pushing. But I think it opens up a whole new dimension for the actual broadcast. And from a safety standpoint, I think that the Cardo system would work out fantastic for everyone involved. So it's been awesome, and I look forward to hopefully the riders having that option. Yeah.
Awesome. So we heard that you have a ride coming up here soon. So could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I'm super pumped to go for a ride. Instead of going to Sturgis, we're going to take off from Salt Lake City, and myself and about 3 or 4 other of us, and we're going to ride up to Glacier National Park. Now on the way, we're going to go through the Grand Tetons, and I think we're going to hit Yellowstone as well. But I'm amped to use the new PACKTALK Black. It's going to be a lot of fun. The reason that I like the PACKTALK Black, for me, I like the sound has got to be really, really loud. So with the speakers and the JBL audio system in there, it's going to be really, really nice. Look forward to. Now, if I'm being honest, one of the guys that we're bringing, we're going to be giving him a hard time throughout our little group on the Cardo system, on the PACKTALK. So unfortunately for him, I'm not going to name any names. It's gonna come at it's gonna come at his expense, unfortunately. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're all amped for it, and it really makes the ride that much more enjoyable.
That's awesome. And we're looking forward to seeing the updates and seeing you guys kind of cruise along down all these national parks. And That's going to be awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Ricky, thank you again for participating with us this day. Taylor, thanks for being such a great host. Gotta tell you, I'm extremely envious about that ride. I wish I could join. Wow, so that's pretty much wrap it. I'd like to remind you that PACKTALK Black is available now for pre-purchase for $389 at cardassistant.com. Shipments start on August 10th. Now, before we close, I'd like to thank all of you audience, wonderful audience who've joined us today for your comments, and thank you again for participating. If participants and media interested in product reviews, please refer your inquiries to Jeff Millard at the Brand Amp for North America, or Collie Ann Smith in Modicon, representative for Europe and International. Emails are available. Thanks again, and looking forward to ride with you all. Bye-bye for now.